Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rennervate Gameplay. I'm one of your hosts, Doug Coleman, and I'm here today with the other co-host, Mona Morrissey. How are you doing, Mona?
Hey man, I'm doing great. I was here to enjoy some good games with you, some nice chats. Always happy to be back at it. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. I've made some adjustments to my Quidditch deck, which I think viewers and listeners of this show and podcast know that I'm a big fan of Quidditch in general, so we'll see if any of these adjustments make any kind of difference. But I see you're playing another Arthur Weasley deck. Do you want to talk about your deck a little bit?
Yeah, I'm playing Arthur Weasley, and this is going to be a potions deck. I've made some adjustments to this over the years. I've had this deck. It's super fun to play. When it works right, then it can be pretty competitive and do its thing. But we'll see how it goes, especially up against Quidditch. For those that don't know, Arthur Weasley here says once per game, you may use an action to choose one of your items in play and do damage to your opponent equal to its printed power cost. So, once per turn, not once per game. And so some of you might have a deck that's similar to this with Arthur Weasley, and if you've read between the lines, and this might be item heavy, so we'll figure out and we'll see how that goes.
Very cool. And yeah, I'm actually playing as Lee Jordan as my starter. Typically, when I play Quidditch, I like to start as Hooch for the extra Quidditch lesson power, but I thought this was a pretty neat character power. So it reads, you may use an action to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put all of those cards that need Quidditch power into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So I'm kind of leaning into that a little bit, knowing that this is all mono Quidditch. I'll be able to see what's the top cards and put certain ones in my hand, and if it just so happens it's not a Quidditch card, it'll end up at the bottom of my deck, which isn't a big deal to me, but it'll be nice to kind of... But again, I have to use an action to be able to do that, and I think I will be trying to feature that. I think this is the first time I'm playing as Lee Jordan as a starter ever, so this will be cool.
Sweet. Yeah, that's one of those things about the card game is, sometimes you find yourself with the same starting characters over and over again, or if it's a thematic deck, like, let's say a plants deck, most people will just start with Sprout, or like I always start with Hooch myself, and so it's cool to see that you're, jumping out of that.
Yep, definitely. I figured give something different a try. I have a deck
yeah, exactly.
here. Would you like to call evens or odds?
Let's do evens.
All right, it is odds. So
right.
We'll each draw 7, and I'll go first. All right, I'll kick this one off. Let's draw for turn. And I will use both actions to play Quidditch Lessons. Over to you.
All right, I'll draw to start. And I will do the same, first and second action.
All right, draw. First action, I'll play a Quidditch lesson. Second action, I'll use Lee Jordan's ability. So I'll look at the top 3. It says reveal. Does that mean I show it to you as well? I think I might.
That's how I read it. That's probably how I would do it. But if it doesn't say it, yeah.
I think I'm gonna just do it that way, just because the word reveal makes me think that's something that should be to everybody. But yeah. Put all the cards that need Quidditch power into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of any order. So that would mean all of these, correct? Can go to my hand.
Yeah. The need Quidditch power, I think, would just be that spell because
okay.
A lesson is the Quidditch power.
That's right.
I love the wording of some of these cards, but it is like it's just kind of a so it's what, because a Quidditch lesson doesn't need the power.
You're absolutely right, and that's how I read it as well. It's just unfortunate because I was under the impression those would go to hand, but you're right. The more I think about it, these I will just put at the bottom of my deck. That could end up being biting me in the long run, but we'll have to see how that plays out. But all right, that was my turn. Over to you.
All right, I will draw to start. And I will play another 2 lessons. Over to you.
Nice. I'll draw. Alright, first action, I'll play a strategy session. You may put up to 3 Quidditch lessons from your hand into play. I do have 2 here, so that'll be with that. And then second action, I will play...
I could see your hand a little bit.
Oh, thank you. I sometimes forget that's the case.
Same.
I'll do second action as a fouled, 4 damage to my opponent, and she gets 1 fewer action.
All right. 4 damage, 1 fewer action.
Yep, over to you.
All right. I'll drop the start, and with my only action, I'll play a lesson.
Okay. I'll draw for start. I'll play a lesson for 1 action, and I think I'm gonna foul again for my second action.
4, you got it.
Yep, and that's my turn.
All right, I will draw to start. First and second actions, I'll play Madame Pomfrey. Over to you.
This prevented the 1 action.
Oh, you're right.
Yep,
Thanks.
no problem.
First and only action.
Got it. All right, I'll draw. I will do first and second action to play Oliver Wood. For those unfamiliar, once per game, when one of your spell cards that needs Quidditch power does damage, you may have it do 8 more damage.
Nice, yeah. Oliver Wood comes in kicking. It's wild.
And that was kind of the theory behind my adjustments to this deck is if I'm starting as Lee Jordan, I wanted to throw in a bunch more characters. And if I'm using his power and find a character and they go to the bottom, it's not a big deal. But there's some pretty cool characters in here.
Definitely. Oh, I love that.
But yep, you're
all right. So I'll draw to start. I've got my actions.
Yes,
time.
plural.
Yeah. All right, let me see. I will just put Madame Pomfrey into play.
Okay. I'll draw
Over to you.
Turn. Okay. First action, I'll do timeout. Look at the top 6 cards. So this one I don't reveal. Look at the top 6 and put them back in any order. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to put them back in this order. Yep. And then my second action, I'm going to use Lee Jordan's ability to reveal the top 3. 1, 2, 3, and they all require the power, so these will go to my hand. And
very nice.
Over to you.
All right, draw to start. All right, my first action, I'll put Eel Eyes into play. When you play this card, look at your opponent's hand. You may use an action and discard this card and Eel Eyes from play to search your deck. You may take a Bulgeye card from your deck and put it into play, then shuffle is what
Nice.
it says.
I love the Bulgeye Potions combos. So my hand right now is a Bludger, which is an item, a Quidditch Pitch, which is a location, a Fouled spell, Zigzag spell, Slytherin match, and a Power Play spell.
Cool. All right. My second action, I'm going to play Beetle Eyes. When you play this card, do 4 damage to your opponent.
You got it. 3, 4.
All right, and that's my 2, and it's over to you.
All right. I'll bookmark or draw a page. Gotta think here. I think I'm just going to use both actions to play Madame Pomfrey, and it's your turn.
So I think
Oh,
only one of
she's
us.
unique. Absolutely. I forgot. You had her in play already. Very nice. So, yes, I cannot do that. All right, let me think again. Then I will use my first action for a Quidditch pitch and my second action for a fouled for 4 damage and one less action.
Yep, you got it. 4 damage, one less action. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so I'll draw to start. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to use my first and only action to discard the both of these. But you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to check my discard pile, which you can see because that's okay. All right, so I'll discard both of these to go into my deck and search for a Bulgeye,
Nice.
which I'm able to put into play, and that'll be the only thing I can do because it's my only one action. So over to you.
All right, I'll draw. I'm going to play Zigzag. Put a non-healing Quidditch card from your discard pile into your hand. I think I'm just going to put Fouled back to my hand. And then play it. I'll do another Fouled for 4 and one last action.
All right.
And over to you.
All right, I'll draw to start. First and only action, I'll use Arthur Weasley to do 10 damage to you.
You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Nice. All right.
Over to you.
Draw. First action, I'll play a Slytherin match. Second action, I'll play a power play. Play this card only if a match is in play. Do 7 damage to your opponent.
Okay, 7.
Yep.
Can you read the match to me?
Yes. To win, do 15 damage to your opponent while this card is in play. And the prize is the winner may shuffle up to 15 non-healing cards. So, yeah, I'll mark 7 for me, and I'll have different colored dice for you.
Okay, cool. So far we've done 7. All right. So, my turn now, yeah?
Yes. Yep, you're good.
I'll draw to start. And... Okay. Give me a second here.
Yep, you're fine. I just am realizing a combo I didn't utilize, but it's okay. I'll try to remember next time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something here myself as well. But okay, I think I can only do one thing. I will. Okay, let me see. if I put this... okay, well, I'm going to use Arthur to do 10 damage to you.
Okay. You have 10 there.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take a look. Oh, 2 back-to-back catch the snitches.
Okay, and then for my second action, I'm gonna just do the Bulgeye ability, which is you may use an action, discard this card from play to do 13 damage.
Nice. All right, so you also win the Slytherin match, so you'll get to heal 15, and I'm taking another 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, gosh. 11, 12, 13. There's all my catch the snitches. No.
You said 15, right?
Yes.
All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I will shuffle those back in. Okay, well, that was both of my actions, and it's over to you.
All right, I'll draw for a turn. I think I am in trouble. Let's do both actions for lessons, and over to you.
You got it. Draw to start. First action, I'll play a potions project.
Oh, that's game. 1, 2. Very nice. GG. Cool. Yeah, so the combo I should have done earlier that I didn't even utilize Oliver Wood is when I played the power play, he does an additional 8, so the 7 and 8 would have had me win the Slytherin match, and I just was thinking, maybe I'll save that for later also in the back of my mind too, because it's like this could come in clutch, but I think that was the moment I needed to do that, so I'll try to remember. I'm not used to having so many character options in here, and yeah, the fact that you got Pomfrey out earlier than I did, I forgot the unique clause, so I'm thinking, well, at least I have some a little bit of healing in there to help me get back to a larger deck size, but nope, not if she's already in play.
Yeah, that's the one thing that does kind of suck a bit is that unique, and then it's almost like because you never know what your opponent has in their deck, and so sometimes it feels like a race to get something out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, it's pretty cool though.
But the good thing is that you had those matches, and so it's kind of another 50-50. It's like, well, am I going to be the one to heal or not? And so I didn't want to get rid of my Bulgeye, but that was the only way that I was going to win. Otherwise, you would have won the match the next round. You already had 7 in, so.
I was thinking that exact same thing. I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm almost okay with her getting rid of the Bulgeye because that's like a good thing, but no, that did not work out in my favor. Cool, so you got that one. So we're going to do a best of 3, and I'll start this next match when we're done shuffling here.
Cool.
Alright, and I'll draw 7.
All right, I think it's your go.
All right, let's go. I'll draw for turn. I'll do first and second action to play Madame Rolanda Hooch. And over to you.
All right, draw to start. First and second action.
Okay. Draw. I'll do first and second action for Madame Pomfrey.
Nice.
Yeah, if I have her, it was like I might as well try to get her out soon. And over to you.
Yeah, exactly. Draw to start. First action and second action, I'll play Eel Eyes. When you play this card, you may look at your opponent's hand.
All right, so I have a Quidditch lesson, Oliver Wood, Quidditch pitch, detention, adventure, fouled, and a Quidditch lesson.
Cool.
All right, I'll draw. I'm going to use Lee Jordan's ability, or actually, before I do any actions, I want to use Hooch's once per game, because I always forget about that. So that reads, once per game, you may search your deck. When you do, take a broom from your deck and show it to your opponent and shuffle it into your hand, or put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. So just going to look for a broom quick. Yeah, I'll grab the clean sweep 5. Yep, clean sweep 5. Now for first action, I will use Lee Jordan's ability, so reveal the top 3. Oh no, dang. Alright, so my 2 lessons are going to the bottom, and this is going to my hand.
Cool.
And then...
Hey, and with Madam Hooch, you can't just put it into play?
No, I'm pretty sure, put it into your hand. Yep.
Okay. I always kind of get a little confused. I just didn't want, you to not be able to do that.
All good.
All right, over to me.
Action, I'll do a lesson. And yep, now it's over to you.
Cool. All good. Yep. Draw to start. Let's see. I will play first and second. Over to you.
Okay. Dang, there's one card that would make this a lot easier, and I'm just not getting it. Let's do first action lesson, second action, I'll do the broom.
Okay.
And when you play this card, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put them back at the top or bottom in any order. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, so it has to... I wish I could put 1 on the bottom and 1 on the top, but no, we're going to do it like this. Okay, over to you.
All right, I'll draw to start. Let's see. My first action, I'm gonna use my Arthur Weasley and do 1 damage to you.
Okay. Dang, that was smart.
And then my second action, I'm going to play Snuffling Potion. Next turn, whenever your opponent draws a card, he or she discards it instead of putting it into their hand.
Okay, nice. So like my start of turn would just get discarded, right?
Exactly, yeah. And if you use an action to draw, that would be discarded as well.
Okay, cool. All right, I will draw to start. That gets discarded because of Snuffling. And then first action, I'll play a lesson, or hold on, I guess, let me think about this one.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, no, I will do a first action as a lesson. Second action, I'll play Fouled for 4 damage and 1 less action.
2, 3, 4, and 1 less. Yep.
And I did use Hooch's ability, so I want to mark that. All right, cool.
I'll draw to start. Let's see. My first and only action, I'll play a Potions Project.
All right.
You take damage until you discard 2 lessons.
Oh my gosh, 2 Catch the Snitches. There's my first lesson, second lesson.
Okay.
All right, I'll draw. First action, I'll play a Quidditch pitch. And that says spell cards that need Quidditch power. Yours and your opponents need 2 less power to play. You still need at least 1 power that matches. And then second action, I'll play Fouled for 4 damage and 1 less action.
Okay. 4.
And over to you.
All right. Draw to start. Let's see. I will play 1 lesson, and then I'll play Abundamum Ooze, where you choose.
Fouled only allows the 1
Oh,
action.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I even said that. I'm sorry, distracted.
No worries. All right. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to use both actions to play Oliver Wood and over to you. And you have all your actions.
Nice. Thanks. Sometimes it's like so hard to keep track, and then I'm like getting lost in reading my cards, and it's just like a mess.
You're not alone in that. I struggle with that too, especially when I go up against Quidditch. Even it's all good. Even like me earlier, trying to play Madame Pomfrey, she's already out. It happens.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, so let's see. My first action, I'll play a lesson. And then my second action, let me see. I'll play a swelling solution. Do 8 damage to your opponent. He or she can prevent this by choosing 3 cards in his or her hand and discarding them.
Oh, geez. Okay. I will prevent that, and I'll 3 from my hand. I'm going to discard a lesson, a bludger, and a detention.
Okay, yeah, by choosing 3 cards in his or her hand and discarding them. Yep. Cool. Over to you.
All right, I'll draw. I'm gonna use Lee's action or ability. Use an action to reveal the top 3. So I got to reveal them 1, 2, 3. This goes to the bottom of my deck, and then these will go to my hand.
Okay.
And then my second action. I kind of want to look through my discard real quick.
Yeah.
Interesting. My second action, I will just play a lesson. And over to you.
Okay, I'll draw to start. I'll play 1 lesson for my first action. And then I will play an Alahosti Drought, which I hate the name of this card. Alahatsi, whatever. Do 6 damage to you, or to an... yeah, I'll just do 6 damage to you.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. I threw in Harry the Seeker. I don't think he'll be seen played today, but maybe. It's an interesting little card.
Yeah. No, it's a cool deck because you got a lot of the Quidditch focused starting characters, which
that's the idea.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I will draw. First action, I'm going to use Lee Jordan again, so reveal the 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these go to hand, and this goes to the bottom. And then second action, I will draw. Over to you.
All right, I'll draw to start. First action, I will play Abundamum Ooze.
Okay.
So you can choose a creature or an item in play and discard it, then you take damage equal to its printed power.
Got it. So I'm going to get rid of the broom and take 3 damage.
Cool. And then my second action, I'll use Arthur to do 1 damage to you.
Okay. Nice. I'll
Get that
draw
over to you.
5. Interesting. First action, I'll play a Slytherin match. Second action, I'll play Catch the Snitch. And the way, I'm just making sure my math is right here. So this requires 7. Quidditch Pitch, since it's a spell, reduces to 2. So I need 5, and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Cool.
that would heal 15 non-healing. So let me work on that.
Okay.
14, 15. Let's take a look. Okay, cool. While I'm at it, I will just use is it now the time? I think I will, just because it's like I'm already doing this. I'll use Pomfrey's ability as well.
Okay.
So that's another 12 non-healing. 6, 7. This is healing. So, okay. I can only get 9 out of the 12, but it's worth it.
Okay.
Cool, I'll do a cut. Alright. That's all. Over to you.
Alrighty. I will draw to start. First action, I'll play a lesson. Second action, I'll do 1 damage to you.
Okay. Cool. I'll draw. First and second action, I will play lessons.
Cool.
And over to you.
Alright, I'll draw to start. First action, I'll play a lesson, and second action, I'll play a Bulgeye Potion.
Nice.
Over to you.
Alright, we'll draw. First action, I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'll play a Nimbus 2000. This is a broom that reads, whenever one of your item or spell cards that needs Quidditch power does damage, it does 2 more damage. And yeah, to replace a broom if there's already one in play.
Okay.
Second action, I will play Ouch. Do 5 damage, but that will be 7 because of the broom. And then if your opponent has any cards in hand, he or she chooses one of them and discards it.
7, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, 7 and 1 card.
Cool. Over to you.
Alright, cool. I'll draw to start. My first action, I will put a Bulgeye Potion in play. My second action, I'll use Arthur Weasley and do 10 damage to you.
Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. I'll draw. First action, I'll play Zigzag. Put a non-healing Quidditch card from your discard pile into your hand. I'll put the 3-month-long match in my hand.
Is that one healing? I forget what that one does.
No, that one, the only healing match that exists is Slytherin match, but yeah, this one's a normal match.
Yeah, it just does damage, yeah.
And second action, I will... I think my second action, I'm going to use Lee Jordan's ability. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. These go to hand. Or actually, no, this doesn't because it doesn't require power. So just that one does, and these go to the bottom.
Okay.
Over to you.
All right, I will draw to start. And I will... Let's see. I'll do 10 damage to you with Arthur.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
And then I'll discard this for my second and do 13.
You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, I know that match is coming through, but I also know we're not going to play it. You're just going to catch the snitch it.
That's 100% the plan. But
yeah, so I was always thinking, like, yeah, I can use one of these to do damage, but I'm not going to do the damage because you're.
No, I think that made the most sense to do that in that order, and that's what kind of stinks about it. At the same time, is like it's almost like public knowledge what my next two actions are. But again, this one's going to be down to the wire. But all right, I will draw to start. We'll play 3-month-long match and then play Catch the Snitch, which again, this one to win is we each would have to do 30 damage to your opponent, but the prize is the winner does 15 to his or her opponent.
Right, so I take 15.
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
All right, and then over to you, and I think you might have me here. I'm pretty low.
Draw to start. I'll do the 10 damage with Arthur's ability.
Oh, you got me, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GG. And yeah, Harry the Seeker did not get to see play, unfortunately. And I don't think I used Oliver Wood anytime I had him out either. I guess maybe on that ouch I should have done additional 8 damage. Oops. But again, I'm not used to playing with the characters built into this, but I do think it's there's something there if I play it a little bit better.
Yeah, that's one of those things, like, when I play the character deck that I have, keeping track of everything is such a pain in the ass. And it's fun to play, but I sometimes feel bad for my opponent, especially if... Like, I usually wouldn't play it, like, unless, you know, like, I know the person or, like, we're chill or something, because it is a pain in the ass to play, and
sense.
I end up feeling really bad. I'm just like, so we're probably not going to play again because you're really annoying.
I get it. But yeah, and that was my whole idea is I don't really play with these characters too often, so might as well get a little out of the comfort zone and see what they're all about. But GG, that was game 2. You swept that one, and yeah, we'll be back sometime soon with another gameplay episode. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you enjoyed.
Thanks for watching. See ya.